Wow, you back, man.
Back again, man. What's up, man?
There we go. Oh, man. Yeah. Man, appreciate you coming back, man. Appreciate you coming back on the show, man. But before we get started, man, y'all know this the finale. Drop that beat. Welcome to the Wheel Wide channel on behalf of the team SHAQ. Jay Schumann is away on vacation for another week. And because you did so good last week, man, you back again and again, man. Thank you for coming. You did a good episode last week, man.
Thank
Words
you, bro.
versus action. I like that.
It was,
man.
bro. It's all love, bro. Like, it was flowing. I appreciate you for having me. Thank you for having me back. It's good to be back with y'all, too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the producers, man, they gave us a topic, man, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't really like this topic right here.
You don't like that one?
No, I don't really like this topic right here. So
all right, sure, we're gonna be off the cuff with it, man. Okay.
So I just want to ask you, since we wrapping it up, this the finale. I just want to ask you real quick, man. Is there anything that you want to talk about since you the special guest co-host of this week? Is there anything that's on your mind that you want to get off, like that we could flow on? So what's up with that?
So I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Okay.
So I'm transitioning out of a relationship, bro. And one thing I do want to talk about, I want to talk about relationships, bro. Like it's tough in this climate, you know what I'm saying, to actually maintain that, Like my goal is to find someone and build a life with them and a family, and all that good stuff, right? But it's just difficult. It's a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, a lot of obstacles. I want to talk about that, I also want to talk about, why do people cheat? Why do men cheat? Why do we cheat, bro? What is it about us? Is it because we're wired different? Is it because of what? I don't know. But I want to talk about relationships, and I want to just touch on these different topics relating to relationships, man. I know that y'all had the episode a couple back about finding a good woman or picking the right woman.
Okay.
Like I told you over the phone, like I'm gonna keep it buck with y'all. I purposely skipped over the episode. He sent it to me and everything because it was too triggering.
Okay.
It was too triggering for what I was going through at the time. And I don't want to make this a redundant thing because I know you touched on a lot there. Okay. But I do just kind of want to touch on that, man. Okay. So how you feel about that? That works for you?
Yeah, that works for me. We'll get right into it. Normally we start out with an acronym, but because of that topic right there, I don't have an acronym for that, man. But we can get right to it. I think to piggyback off on your question, man, you want to know, why do men cheat? Is that's what you want to get into?
Yeah, okay. Definitely. Yeah, let's talk about that first.
First of all, I'm gonna say this. I think it goes down to two words, since I'm not allowed to do an acronym on this, so I just can't come up with one. Two words: trust and loyalty. Okay? And I think that, let me just make this statement, okay?
Right.
There's an old saying that's out there, all right, since we're going to keep it a buck, that says all men cheat, okay? That's totally a myth. That's totally a lie, okay? All right?
Yeah,
I don't feel like all men cheat. In fact, I'm going to say this. I think that women cheat more than men cheat.
Yeah, we just don't know about it.
Yeah. So why do men cheat? I think in order for men to cheat, I think we first must identify that there are 4 types of cheaters. Okay.
Well, you got a science, boy. Come on, break it down.
There's 4 types.
Break it down.
I mean, it's simple. I mean, first of all, I think that there's hunter cheaters. Hunter cheaters. Okay, because as men, we are natural born hunters.
Right.
All right. Somebody walk across. First thing we do, we look. Right, because it's in our DNA. Right. It's a part of our DNA.
I think we programmed to be that way, but I get your point.
All right. The second type is that wounded cheater. That's that cheater that's want to do payback. They are damaged. They are hurt. They want to cause pain. They've been probably cheated on before, so they are wounded. They want to actually try to do it out of spite. Then you got that cheater that's a sex addicted cheater.
Right.
That's that cheater that probably has a pornography problem, or that's probably into that have a high sex drive that just say, hey, you know what? I need more than just for one woman. I'm tired of being probably married or being with the same woman. So I just want to just get out here because it's in the DNA. And then you have those ones, an opportunist cheater. Now, that's the most dangerous one.
Yeah,
because that's the one that's doing it because of social media, and that's the one that's doing it for a come up.
Right.
You know. So, what type of cheater is angling in your mind? Or are you just talking about the overall nature of cheating? So
I was just speaking overall. Like, he broke it down, y'all. He broke it down. So, and I appreciate that. But I feel like the type of cheater that I was, I'm gonna say was, because like I feel like I learned, like I don't like hurting people, bro. You know what I'm saying? In relationships, like I'm not perfect, bro. But I do my best to do right by people. And I don't like to hurt people. That don't feel good. But when I was going through my phase of sowing my royal oats.
Okay.
You know, I cheated with someone I had a relationship with. We was together for 2 years, going on 3. And the reason why I cheated, bro, it's a lot of different factors, but to give you the most honest reason is because I did not feel like I was enough. And that feeling stems from my childhood, you know, of not feeling like I'm enough. You know what I'm saying? And when I take that feeling into relationships, no matter what this woman does for me or what I do for her, I'm going to feel like I'm not enough. So what I was doing was I was messing with other women to try to fill a hole within myself. And me cheating and messing with all these other women didn't fill that hole. It was momentarily. It boosted my ego, made me feel good. The homies think it's cool. But I still feel bad at the end of the day. And it didn't really do much for me, bro. And it took me like really analyzing that situation, really like healing and really like looking at my life and stuff that I really need to overcome and heal from to come to that point that I cheated because I didn't feel like I was enough, bro. Okay. This attention from these other women made me feel like I was enough momentarily, but it was an illusion, bro.
Okay. So hold on right there. Thank you for bringing that out. Thank you for opening up and sharing that. So I noticed that you mentioned that you said you wasn't enough. Do you feel like you had low self-esteem?
Definitely, bro. Like, and I keep it a buck, bro. Like I tell you, it stems from my childhood, bro. Like my parents, I love my parents, bro. They did a wonderful job. But as anybody, we are all flawed and imperfect. When we all have our children, we're gonna do stuff to traumatize them too. That's just the reality of it, bro. Mm-hmm. So like, I needed, what's the word I'm looking for? I needed affirmation. I needed to be affirmed as a child. You know, I really needed the affirmation, especially from my dad, because my pops was my superhero as a child. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I never forget it. I have a niece I was raised with. Contactus is my niece. She's raised like we brothers and sisters, essentially, bro. And we had 2 different ways and paths of living. You know, she dealt with a different kind of hurt. I am going to that. When she get opportunity, she gonna tell a story. But I remember we were sitting at the table, me, her, and my pops. And mind you, to give you some context, I'm a straight A student, doing everything right, don't get in trouble, don't get no beatings, none of that. I'm straight arrow. Her, on the other hand, because she got all this stuff going on, she acting out, you know, expressing her hurt in all these different ways. You know what I'm saying? She was doing okay in school, but she'll, you know, get in trouble, get in fights, you know, typical stuff. My pops was talking to her and he said, you know, I expect more from you than I expected from him. You know what I'm saying? And he compared us and that hurt me. That moment right there hurt me because it was like, I'm doing everything right. And it's not enough for you. You know what I'm saying? As a child. And that's what that moment meant to me. I talked to my pops about it and we talked about this. He was saying at that moment, he was just trying to encourage her because I was doing so well that he was saying like, he's doing good, but I'm expecting you to do better, to encourage her. And I get why he was doing it. That was his intention. But the way it came off to me, it was like, I can't do nothing right to impress you. Nothing I do is going to be good enough. So I went my whole life feeling like I'm not good enough. Nothing I do is going to equate to anything. So yeah, I had low self-esteem. I didn't have the confidence that I should have had. And then that translated in relationships. My first ever time falling in love and experiencing love Me and her still good friends to this day. That relationship ended because she wanted to explore other options. That made me feel like I wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? It reinforced that feeling, bro. So mind you, at the time, I'm not realizing this. I'm acting out my hurt in the world, bro. So when I get into these relationships, I'm acting out the hurt, bro. So it's like, in that particular relationship, I had lost a lot of weight. My name's starting to buzz because I also do music and people know me for music. And women just throwing it at me at this point, and it's easy. I didn't know how to handle the attention. And because I already don't feel like I'm enough, that attention is boosting me up. It's giving me, but then I turn around, I'm hurting this person. And I'm hurting myself too in the process.
Now you talked about you're not enough. You talked about, being hurt. You talked about that, but was you happy?
In the relationship, or was I happy?
Overall.
No.
So
I wasn't happy with myself, bro.
There you go. Because that's really what it's all about, being happy. So do you feel like, we look at relationships today, and I appreciate you bringing that out, because how I feel like men cheat because some men cheat, okay? Some men cheat because
hold on. Black men don't cheat. Shout out to Charlamagne the God. And you ever heard that song? Black men don't cheat.
Man, listen, that's totally a myth. Like I said.
You just gonna do us like that.
That's totally a myth. That's totally a myth. But what I was getting at, man, is cheating is a sign of immaturity.
Yeah.
It's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of greed and selfishness.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Right? So, because I'm single. I'm a proud single man. All right? I feel like when you get to that level where you want to cheat on someone, right? Just tell them that you don't want to be with them.
Right.
Don't make yourself a damaged goods and then making the other person a damaged good, because that's really what you're resorting yourself to. But I want to ask you a question, because I'm single and I feel like this. Do you feel like remaining single is super powerful and less stressful?
Yeah, bro. I do, man. So like, what I'm learning is that you really got to have time to yourself. You got to figure yourself out. You have to heal, You got to look back at your relationships and see what you could have done better, how you could have been different. And you got to explore yourself. And singleness gives you that opportunity to really get more in tune with yourself, to really love on yourself. So like, that's my MO coming into transitioning right now to my singleness. I want to love on me. I want to love on me for real. Like, I want to love on me like I never loved on me before. And that's something that I'm constantly working with because of the things I experienced and how I grew up and how I was raised. In the environment I was raised in more so, where love was seen as a bad thing. Like I'm learning how to have that within myself. And when it comes time for me to try it again with somebody, the whole love thing, it'll be in a much better space because love attract love, man. You know what I'm saying?
But it's easy for someone to say that they love and then turn around and demonstrate something the opposite of love. I think, if we want to take it there, I think the number one thing that I feel like people needs to understand about cheating is mindset. No one wants to speak on the mindset. They feel like, oh, that's minor. But mindset has a lot to do with cheating.
Right.
Here's why. Because that mind got to be right.
Right.
That mind got to be, she can have a good feature. She can have all the things that I'm looking for, right?
Right.
But my mindset, and then just utilizing the mindset that I'm not finna mess up what I got good at the house. I'm happy.
Right.
Why would I do something that's going to cause me to lose something that my household, something that can damage my kids, something that can damage just my reputation, my integrity, what I stand for, what I believe in, all for 15 minutes, or all for going out on a couple dates, texting,
facts, bro.
Being seen versus unseen, right? We don't want to never speak on mindset. But I think that all men don't cheat because some of them have the mindset to know that they don't want to lose the greater good that they have at home.
Right. That's facts, bro.
But the ones that are cheating, like I said, go back down to the 4 original types. What type are you? And if you need help, if you are if you have a sex addiction problem and you are a cheater, you need to work on yourself. If you are a wounded cheater, you need to work on yourself. If you're just somebody trying to get a come up, like, oh man, I'm gonna mess with everything smoking out here, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. There's something called STD.
True.
There's something called AIDS. There's something called HIV positive, right? There's so many things out here that's going around. So people think that cheating is just a norm. They better watch out. All right? You better watch out if you're at home. Right. So I want to ask you real quick. Do you think it goes back down to trauma?
A lot of it do, I believe, bro. And to answer your question, I think probably say I'm a wounded cheater. Because of
how so?
Because of what I've been through, the hurt and trauma I experienced. You know, like I just broke down that one thing that I realized about myself and my child that stems from my childhood. That wound right there caused me to in turn hurt somebody else because I didn't understand it and I wasn't in tune with my emotions. I wasn't in tune with my feelings, bro. At the time, I was running away from it, bro, because it was too much. And it's like the way the world is set up, especially with us men, it's getting a lot better now. But we weren't set up to be able to really express ourselves and understand our emotions and be able to process them. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, that's a whole thing in itself.
Appreciate that. So keeping trust and loyalty in mind, along with being single, along with being happy, along with, we talked about mindset. What is one thing that Clay working on? Fat Vegan, which we appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now to make sure that you won't be wounding yourself, your inner self? Because we have to make sure that we are free. We have to make sure that our hearts are stable,
right?
Are in good condition, because our lifespans as men have gone down. The lifespan of a man 2 years ago was 77. Now it's 68 if people Google it.
Right.
But if we are stressed and we are hurt, we're just putting more and more fire on that heart.
Right.
So I want to ask you right now, and I appreciate you bringing out that topic because you're actually helping me, because like I told you, I'm single, and I'm proud to be single. But just because I'm single doesn't mean that I can do what married people do.
Right.
Right? So I want to get your perspective on it. What is one thing that Clay is doing right now, right here, today on Wheel Y Studios? What are you doing right now to make sure that you are happy and that you have peace and that you won't hurt yourself or hurt the other individual that you have a relationship with? So the floor is yours, my brother.
So right now, bro, I'm really just in my healing process right now, bro. I'm just looking back and just seeing what I could do better, what I could be different at, you know, and I'm working on those things. And I know moving forward, you know, what helps protect you is standards and boundaries, you know. And I think it's important to set standards for yourself, and it's important to set boundaries for yourself and with other people. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that I'm definitely working on, bro. Like just looking back, seeing what I want out of a relationship, what I don't want out of a relationship. It's okay to meet someone and date and just be friends. You know what I'm saying? If you see a quality in the person that's a red flag or something that you don't see yourself with, it's not to down that person or to say they wrong, but that particular quality don't work for me. And, you know, you could not go a romantic way with the person because of those things. So right now, like I say, bro, I'm just in my healing process, bro. And I'm just working on just being to myself and analyzing, you know, my situation and just seeing what I could be different at, bro. Like, that's where I'm at with it right now, bro.
Well, I commend you for that. You know, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage to come on Wheel Y, to open up and to share this information. So I commend you on that. Brother to brother, man to man. I right here, right now, you have it. I commend you on that for opening up and helping me, and along with others at home who is listening and the viewers at home that's listening that may be going through the same thing, so that they can make the necessary adjustment. Right. So I appreciate you coming on the show. And what good other way to come up with a topic to bring us out on the season finale of Why Do Men Cheat. I'm sure there's a bunch of topics and a bunch of ideas and thoughts that comes to mind that people at home may have a different view. Why do men cheat? Or why do women cheat? But right now we're focused on men. And I'm here. If you ever need anything, man, reach out to me. And I'm pretty sure I could reach out to you.
Likewise,
even if we
bro.
need just that conversation to let us know that we can push through any little situation we get through.
Yeah, and that's important too. Community. Having that community around you, people that love you, care about you, they got your best interests at heart. Especially when you're going through stuff with relationships or just in general. Not that, you ain't got to keep out your business. But
no, you good. And I like that word. Yeah. Matter of fact, we'll use that word as the word of this day. Community, communication, and unity. Right? You need a communication in a relationship when you're talking about why do men cheat, and you need unity in a relationship. So, man, thank you for coming on the show, man. Which other way to do it? I really appreciate it. Will Y appreciate it, and Jay Schumer appreciate it, which he will be back season 3. So this is season 2 finale. Thank you for coming on the show, man. And we wish the best to you, and we looking forward to having you again, my brother.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. All right. Well, we are Y. My name's SHAQ. I am SHAQ. We are Y because we are why not. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That's right. Like, comment, and subscribe. We are Y because we are why not. Drop that outro. We are out.